Hello lovely people, welcome back to the farm at Freeward, and today we're going to continue our series of building the kids play fort. We are going to be doing a little old-fashioned technique of burning, actually charring the posts, the portion that goes into the ground. That's supposed to just keep insects off it so they don't burrow into there, and supposed to keep the rot off so that they last a lot longer. Since we're not using treated wood for any of this, we are going to be treating it ourselves with this old-timey technique. Anyway, we've got to do that. We've got to set them, so we're going to mix some concrete, put them down in there. Cue the epic fort building montage music. Your level there. Oh, no, we're close enough there, I guess. All right, we are done with the setting of the posts. I do need to get some more concrete and just put a little more concrete in each of these because one bag wasn't enough to set all 4 posts as securely as I'd like. So they are set up right now with bracing, just to keep them in position until the concrete sets. That should be set up enough, I don't know, in a day or so. We dug these holes in 20 inches, and I figured that would give, even if they sat on top of a couple inches of concrete, that would give them 18 inches in the ground with concrete and dirt on top, mounted up around them a little bit. We're gonna have some pretty solid posts here. The purpose of setting up these posts, by the way, we've got 2 over here, and then on the other side we've got 2 here. The purpose of these 2 posts on either side is to establish just a bit of a foundation for 2 towers on either side that we're going to be building as a play fort for the kids. And the purpose of building this isn't just to build, you know, a fun place for the kids, but it's also to do a project together that we get to work on together and that they get to enjoy and use this summer. I opted for building the play fort for them, and this is something I feel building off the ground, it's a little safer. I wanted them to be able to participate in the building, and so that's where I decided building something from the ground up would be a little safer for them to be working on. I could climb up in the tree and, you know, secure myself with a rope and harness or whatever, but I wouldn't want to necessarily drag them 20 feet up a tree, and yeah, it'd just be a lot more work and a lot more dangerous. Someday down the road, that's a project that I'd like to tackle for them. give them not only the play for it, but also a treehouse. So I thought, though, you know, every year that you think you're going to do something, but you put it off a year, it's something that you don't get done the next year necessarily. Especially when it's a project on the farm that's not crucial and necessary for the survival of the farm and the animals and all that. Something's gonna come up. Here's something where we can come out here without having to worry about harnessing up, without having to worry about climbing up, bringing tools up and down every time. Here's something real easy that we can spend some time working on together this year, and that's important to me. I remember building a treehouse with my dad. I think he probably did most of the work, but I remember building a treehouse with my dad, and that's a good memory. That's something that I look back on fondly, and I thought, let's give the kids a memory like this year. Let's not put it off another year. I could have just sent them out and said, you know, get out of my hair, let me get to work here, let me do something, let me work on my projects and get these done, and then maybe next year we'll build the treehouse or we'll build a fort. But every year that you put something off is just another potential thing that you will never get the chance to do. So we're gonna build this. It's also gonna be modular in a sense. It's gonna be modular in this sense that we can build one tower and then, hey, we built something that can play there. And if we don't have time to build the other tower, well, they've got one tower. If their friends come over to play 1 week from now, 2 weeks from now, whenever it's done, they'll have something they can play with, and they'll be like, they'll be able to point to, you know, next time you come over, we'll have the other tower done, hopefully. And then the thought was, you know, we'll build maybe a rope bridge, or even maybe a little more solid bridge, but maybe a rope bridge between the two so that they can traverse back and forth. And we'll have a ladder up to the first tower, and then if we build the rope bridge across the other one, they may want another ladder over there, but that might be, you know, only accessible by the rope bridge. And then maybe we'll have, you know, a fire pole, like a fireman pole. This wind is crazy. It's nice though. I don't mind the wind. It doesn't make for great video sound quality, but it's over 90 degrees out here right now. It's supposed to get up to 98, 99 degrees today. I don't know if it's actually gonna reach that. I'm hoping it doesn't. Anyway, how we construct this as we go along, it's kind of gonna be piecing it together as we want to. I thought this would be a good opportunity to kind of help instill some work ethic in them. You know, it's something that they want, that we can work on together. And yeah, I'm kind of having to push and prod them a little bit, and you know, hey, you gotta keep working on this. But by the end of it, they'll either hate working with me, or they'll never want to do anything again with me, or they'll have a good, if nothing else, hopefully they'll just have a good memory to look back on and some time spent. And then we'll be making some memories. I'll have something to look back on and enjoy. The project has only begun, so make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, all the stuffs, you know. Share your thoughts, your ideas. If you've done something like this, or anything that we do in these videos, and you find a better way to do it, then please let me know. One of our most popular videos, and probably the most watched video, is actually the video of me building the concrete counterweight. And got a couple comments on that recently. One of them, I think they were talking about when I dropped the counterweight and it went bam, hit the ground really hard. They said, you can turn that down. There's a little dial under your seat, turn it over to the turtle side and it'll slow it down. They didn't go into that much detail, but I figured out what they meant. So I went out to my tractor, turned that down, and sure enough, even when I drop the 3-point hitch as fast as I can move it, that slowed it down. I can actually adjust the speed that drops. So thank you. That has happened more than once, and it's kind of scary, you know, and you can only imagine if you had a toe under there and you dropped it and it went bam right on your toe, like that would be the end. Your toes would be crushed. So you saved future toes from being crushed And now I can watch the counterweight or whatever attachment or implement I've got on the back there. I see it coming down long before it hits the ground now. And so thank you for that comment. Other things like that would be super helpful, as we're just, you know, let me be honest with you. I don't know what the heck I'm doing half the time. I don't know how to use some of this equipment. I'm just figuring it out. So stuff like that, super helpful. We do try to share some highlights and keep you up to date on what we've got going on, the discoveries that we make, the experiences that we have, the lessons that we learn. So if that's the kind of stuff that you like, that you appreciate, if we've earned your subscription, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notifications, like, or you can dislike. Anyway, folks, that's it for us today. Have a great one. We'll talk to you later. Peace.